Hello everybody, welcome back to another vlog or video. Um, this is something I've been wanting to share for quite some time now. Many of you don't know this, many of you do. I am actually diagnosed with, there goes my phone from a live stream. Let me pull the chat up there so I can see what's on here. Give me a second. And then next thing you know, yeah, Gmail will start yelling at me. Anyway, I want to spread a message. Not only to my friends, but to fellow friends and stuff like that. I have glaucoma. If you don't know what glaucoma is, well, I'll tell you. Glaucoma is a disease where basically it affects your eyes, where you can't see to do much of anything. Basically, what that means is that I'm partially blind. I don't know if you guys knew that. If you didn't know, now you know. That's the reason why you see me wear these all the time, or see me use this all the time. But most importantly, this is why you see me wear something like this all the time. The message I want to spread is, well, before I get to the message, I want to tell you a few stories of myself. Since I was 2 years old, I've been diagnosed with glaucoma. And I tell you what, these 17 years of having the disease is horrible. It's horrible, I don't like it, but it's something I'm gonna have to deal with for the rest of my life. It's something I'm gonna have to deal with for the rest of my life. So, one thing to note, there is no cure. You can't cure this disease. Once you have it, you have it. You can't get rid of it. And that brings me into my theory on what I can and cannot do. About a few months ago, when I was still in my senior year of high school, I won a 2010 Kia Forte at the senior ball for $12. That car is still sitting out there in the parking lot of my house. Well, my parents' house. It gets used almost daily, from me going to work, going to the firehouse, doctor's appointments, whatnot. So, yeah. But I will tell you this. I won that car, and most likely I'll probably never drive it. I went to my doctor a while back, and apparently I asked him, is it possible that I can drive my car? And here's what he said. Either you have to go through a program for you to do training for your eyes, and it's not cheap too, or we get you a self-driven car, which is not cheap. I'm not trying to upset you guys, and talking to you while doing this is making me upset. But here's the one thing I want you to know. As continuing on with the story, earlier this year I began volunteering for the local fire department. And that was back near the end of February, early March, is when I began to volunteer for the LMFD. Unfortunately, I have restrictions there too. I'm only a photographer there, and I cannot do hands-on training, just for safety. Just for the safety of my guys and for the safety of myself, they're not having me do hands-on training. So, although I am with the fire department as a photographer, it still makes me happy, somewhat happy, but I can't do what I want. And I'll tell you this right here. You can't always do what you want in life. It may not come to you. You can try and try and try, but it may never come to you. You can try, and it does come to you, but with little or without hope. So that's part of the message there. Let me adjust the camera. Whoops. Here we go. So that's part of the message there. Some other things that I want to talk about is, well, not many. Or I can't think of it off the top of my head. But I will say this. I do have a lot of friends. From the time I went to elementary school, from the time I go to college right now. I love high school. I miss it. I wish I could go back. But it's a thing in the past now. And what else is a thing in the past is, which I'm glad that I don't have to go do it anymore, which I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't jinx it. But from the time I am sitting in this chair to the time I was born, I went through 13 surgeries. 13 eye surgeries for glaucoma. Honestly, I can't name all of them because there were so many, but I had cataract, retinal detachment, laser surgery. Those are just some of the few surgeries that I had. There was a surgery back in the day where they had to put tubes in my eyes because when you cry and stuff, you know, when you go cry to your mama, I'm not trying to roast anyone. But anyway, if you get something in your eye, you know, your eyes will start to tear to let it out. That doesn't happen to me. That will not happen to me. So, I had to go in for surgery for that. Excuse me for just a moment. You watch father, I'm Batman. I'm just a kid that had glaucoma. But anyway, Ghostman, I will look at your comments here in a minute. But I just want to get through what I want to say first before I forget. Most people have lenses in their eyes. For me, I don't. I don't have lenses in my eyes. I don't have cataract. Some people may notice some people may not. But my eyelashes are so ridiculously long. And I'll tell you why that is. And actually, they're just sitting right over here. These are the jobs that I have to take every single day in my life. And this job here is what makes my eyelashes glow. I just had them done. I get 2 of this in both eyes, or 1 drop of this both eyes, 1 drop of this in this eye, and 1 drop of this in both eyes at night. And for the morning, I get 1 drop with this and 1 drop with this. And just think about it. I have to go do it every single day. You actually just got surgery? He's roasting us above the oven. But yeah. Here's my scene though. I dealt with a lot of tough stuff in the past because of glaucoma. I try to help people because, well, here's the thing. I have a heart. Everybody has one. But they don't use it properly. Here's what I mean. For me, I see you as my fellow subscribers as a way to, it's just, I can't really figure it out at the top of my head. If I see you in person here, how about this? If I see you in person, I don't care who you are. If you're Asian, Korean, Mexican, or whatever. I don't care. I don't care what you look like. I don't care if you're black, white, different color. I don't care. What I care is what's in here. What I care is what's inside of you. What I care is what happened to you. That's probably why I have so many friends. And I will tell you this. I care for every single one so far. I mean, I try. I mess around with people. I get them to smile. I get them to laugh. That's what I try to do. Because you never know when that day may come. Like when I hurt my thumb back in April. I was out of school for about a week. When I had my laser surgery back in 4th grade, I think it was, or whatever, I had a surgery back in 4th grade. I never completed 4th grade. I had to go through surgery. Although I did attend the very last day, or I did visit my class on the very last day of school. And what I saw, or what my father said, they handed me get well cards, stickers, toys, and all that stuff. Those are the kind of people that you want to be with. Those are the kind of people that you want to hang out with. Those are the kind of people that you want to have friends with. And I'm not trying to over-exaggerate. You shot. Ooh. Shot. Oh my god. I hope you're okay, bud. The reason why I want to spread this message is because, well, not everyone out there really understands this. And I'll tell you why. People just look at us saying, hey, we're normal. But every single one of us is unique. In a way, we can make ourselves special. In some sort. Like I said, I try to make my friends happy. I try to make my friends smile. Every day I make a goal in my life. And that goal is to see someone with a smile, or to see someone with a frown, and me to turn that frown upside down. I usually just like to, like I said before, help out people. I try, but I can't do everything because of my disability. And I'll tell you this, I may put this up on a future video. Right after I hurt my thumb, I made a quote, and it has me in full firefighter turnout gear, and right next to it, it said, just because you have disability doesn't mean you can't do what you want to do. That is true. I want to be a fireman. Well, unfortunately that's not going to come true. At some point in my life, and I'm not sure it's going to happen, or maybe. At some point in my life, I want to buy a fire truck. That's the one dream thing I want to do. At some point in my life, is to buy a fire truck. Whether I buy the old 3031 or buy a different truck. My friend come up to me and goes, "You wanted a fire truck?" And I said yes. And he goes, "I always want to run in a fire truck." And I always say to them, someday it will happen. And I want to make that day happen for my friends. You see where I'm going here? Where I'm trying to spread the message. If you don't, get out of here. Your dream is to become an actor. Now I'll tell you this. Funny story is when I was back in high school. When I was back in high school, my second semester I had meteorology. Power Tech 2 is the class that I hurt my thumb in. And then I had drama. Well, towards the end of the year, I want to say May, we were doing a rehearsal for a play in the classroom. And I don't know how exactly they did it, but one of the kids made a reference to High School Musical. And I've never heard of High School Musical before. That's a true thing. At that time, I didn't know what High School Musical was. The only thing I knew about it is the song that goes, "We're all in it together." That. Anyway. So, they taught me, or they kind of showed me what High School Musical was. Once I saw it, and I still am, I got addicted to it. And I still am addicted to it. If you go into my favorite videos playlist, there's a whole bunch of them in there. Yeah, High School Musical was one of my favorite, and it still is, one of my favorite Disney movies. And it always tears me up. This song always makes me cry. The song that goes, "Just Getting Started." That song right there. That song always makes me cry. Because when they sing that song, they graduated from high school. Well, look at me. I just graduated from high school a few months ago. That makes me think of all my friends that I had many fun times with. And then again, as the song goes, see you later doesn't mean goodbye. Could you get a job working on fire trucks? Maybe you can't. Maybe because you can't be a firefighter. No. Now that you say that, I haven't thought of it. Although I've been getting into cars lately. My beloved fire truck, which was the old ladder truck, had a AP92 Tedic Detroit diesel. And that thing would rumble you. That thing would be loud. It's not loud to cover your ears, but it's loud enough to rumble you. So I learned the specs off of that truck. The car that I have is a 4-cylinder. I'm not sure the horsepower. It's a 4-cylinder engine. That's all I know. And I keep thinking it's 275 horsepower. 275 horsepower, which I don't think it is. Maybe it is, maybe not. But I don't know. Yeah, there's some things I've been really wanting to get in life. One of them is wanting to become an actor. One of them is maybe become a photographer. Maybe a baker, because I'm taking bakery class right now in college. I took culinary, photography, and baking, and I'm in baking class right now. Honestly, I don't know what the difference, whether what I like more, culinary or bakery. Getting back into fire stuff, well, I got a couple of people that asked me, Jared, what inspired you to become a member of the fire department? The answer is my dad. My dad. Him and I would be down at the firehouse all the time. And that's how I actually became beloved or addicted to 3031. Because that 3031 would be my toy. Back in the days. It was my toy. I'd go in it, play around, play with all the gadgets, the buttons and stuff like that. Unfortunately, she's gone now. In a different part of the state. I'm not going to tell her. Well, I already did, but just for the sake of it, I'm not going to tell you where it is. Although, if I could get my hands on her and park her in my driveway, that would be epic. So yeah, that's how I got addicted to firefighting. And that's the reason why you see my channel, decorative and fire stuff. Because I'm addicted to fire. It's weird. Some people may think it is weird. People are addicted to different things. Back when I first started this channel, I was a siren enthusiast. I love fire sirens. I still do. But do I like them when I did before? No. Not necessarily. I kept getting a lot of hate for recording them. Which is why you don't see me record them as much anymore. And even though I'm busy with school, work, photography, stuff like that. So, like every 2 or 3 months, you may see a siren recording pop up. So yeah. You were raised by your uncle. Your uncle was a firefighter for 50 years. Then they cut him loose when he turned 75. I'm not going to explain how things happen with my father. I actually don't feel comfortable doing it on stream. But just for the sake of it, I will. Back in late 2012, early 2013, there were some things that were going around the firehouse that he didn't like. And that's all I'm gonna say. And there were some things that made him upset, some things that made him mad, some things that made him stress out. So, he left the company. He was there for approximately 15 years. And then that's when I came in to fill in his shoes. See? Here's his shoes. Now it's just my slipper. But anyway. Actually, I'm not sure if I ever showed this in a fire collection video, but this is a piece of his turnout gear that he wore in the fire service. If for whatever reason I do get a piece of turnout gear for me to wear, I would definitely put this on that coat. I would definitely put this on the coat. Although it doesn't say B. Thompson, but it says J. Thompson. But B. Thompson is my father. So, I'm gonna put this away. And another cool thing, this is my own personal helmet. The guy didn't want it anymore, because after a certain amount of years you have to replace stuff, and this helmet went through the expiration date. So, and when I found it in the storage to wear it for training the one night, the guys were like, take it home, have it, it's your own personal helmet. Yeah, so yeah, there are a few custom things I want to put on here. One of them is my logo for Thompson Photography. I would also like to put maybe either a helmet cam or a helmet light because I can't see at night. And I also like to see if I can maybe do either J. Thompson or maybe Emmaus on the back here. Although this is not an Emmaus fire helmet. And I tell you what, at our fire department, you won't see 30 that much anymore. Only the chief will be wearing the 30. Otherwise, you won't see a 30 anywhere. I also need to look at getting a new shield because this thing is dirty. I tried using WD-40, tried to clean it up. I tried using Windex, which, good luck. So, yeah. Alright. Let me, remove something from the scene here. I have something that kept popping up as a spam. Okay. So yeah. I collect a lot of fire stuff. And the reason why, because I like to. So, the whole point of this video was for me to tell the message. The message part is over now, in my opinion. So yeah. The fire department was one of the things I always wanted to do in life. And that's what I'm trying to do. So what you're saying is, you follow your dream. Yes, that's what I want to do. Follow your dreams. Make people happy. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this one story. There's a girl, and her and I aren't really in contact anymore since we graduated. But there was this girl, and she was African American. She kept getting bullied because she was African American. Because I was in the elevator in middle school one day, and so she's like, mind if I come along for the ride? I said, yeah, why not? Come on board. So I let her on. When the doors closed, she starts crying. And I hug her, and I say, what's the matter? And she's like, people have been picking on me. I'm black. And I say to them, don't let them get to you. The reason why I see you differently is because I have a heart. I see what's inside of you, not on the outside of you. And that really made her day. I try to care for a lot of my friends. I can't talk to every single one of them at the same time, but I try. There's some people that you like, some people that you don't like, but overall, I do my best and try. So yeah. Alright, let's see, how many people are on here? We have 1, 2, 3 people. Alright, who else is on here? Speak up! Yeah, I know, it's almost 11:30 at night. Yeah, Ghostman, the story is kind of sad. I have to deal with glaucoma every day. And I'm going to kind of get back to the story to make this, make sense. But glaucoma is horrible. And what I say is that glaucoma is horrible. There's no way to treat it, as I said before. So what I do is, I try to make people laugh. I try to make people smile. Because I honestly see hatred all the time. Even if I just have to tell a bad joke just to make them smile, I'll do it. Even if I get myself in trouble just to make them smile or just for them to be happy, I'll do it. Honestly, I will. If for whatever reason I need to put myself in danger to help other one, I will. Even though I'm not technically allowed to, but I will do it. Anyway. Might go for 11:35, if not later, I'm not sure. Let's see here. Ghostman, let's see, what else you say? My friend was getting bullied by some kid. My friend was getting bullied by some guys. They were trying to touch her, so they beat him up, and all 6 of them got mad at me. Honestly, all I have to say is what happened, what happened, honestly. Why so triggered? What made them so triggered? I was bullied so badly in middle school. It was horrible. Thank God I'm out. Thank God I am out. LMMS is the worst school I've ever attended in my life. I'm not even gonna go over the consequences of how bad that school is. Because it's horrible. It really is. I hate it there. I really hate it. Unless you wanna, I thought I said this in a previous video, but if you really want to hear how bad I hate that school, let me know. And I'm not gonna target specific people like their names and stuff like that, but I will target some people. If you really want to hear Ghostbuster Man, what's it? The jerks I beat up 6th, but the 7th grade broke my foot and started kicking my ribs. Here's what happened back in middle school. I'm not gonna go over the touching. No, I'm not gonna go over that. Okay, I'll say it. My pills went bad. Okay, and I ended up touching somebody in a bad area. Which honestly, it was the same girl that I was talking about earlier. And I tell you what, her and I are good friends. She knew my problem, and once she knew what the problem was, um, she forgave me. And honestly, I was very lucky. But anyway, here's where the bad stuff happened. I was thrown in a headlock by some dude, and apparently he was threatening me, and then I had every right in my life to defend myself. Because if he would have punched me in the head or something, I probably would have lost my vision. Well, guess what? Apparently, he got nothing, and I got a day out of school suspension, 2 days in school suspension. And let me tell you this: every day when you go to in school suspension, they say like this: "We've been looking for you. Why aren't you here? We've been waiting for you." What is this? The gate entrance to hell or something? I hated that school. I really did. It's not a prison. It's a middle school. Okay, learn how to use it properly. I tell you what, I did punch that kid in the head pretty good. And they were gonna file police charges against me. Now, you have a right to defend yourself, correct? Yes, you do. I'm not gonna get more into it, honestly. But yeah, I hated middle school. I really did. Now, because I had 3 years of middle school, he was in Vietnam. I tell you this. Thank you for your service. Fun fact is, my father was in the Navy too. 94 to 98. He was on a destroyer. USS Stout. That was his ship. Honestly, let's see what time it is. I don't want to be here forever. Because I still gotta take my medicine, and I get up for college at 7 in the morning, and then I don't get the bus until 10 a.m. But I sleep in for a little bit, but I gotta... It's a fact... No, back to life, so... Alright, is there anything you want to say, Ghostbusters, before I head out? Like, you want me to do a room tour or anything? Because even though I do one pretty much in every single video. You just let me know. He's now a 101. Like I said before, thank you for the service. I really do appreciate it. Actually, I don't know if I showed you or not, but I do have a little flag on my backpack. That is true. Yeah, okay, I think I can show you around the room a little bit. Let me turn a little light on. I'll be right back. Alright, if, for anything, for any reason you have any questions that you see in my room, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer. Alright, let me do chat. Let me... Like I said, if you see anything that you might be interested, yes, I do have toy fire trucks to show. I actually have a couple of them. Here is a 1937 Aaron Fox that my company had. This is a 1937 Aaron Fox. It kind of hurt to see here. I'll pull it out for you. This is a, 1960s American LaFrance. Fun fact is, we actually have an American LaFrance at the firehouse, soon to be replaced. We have a Mack chemical truck here, year 1920. What is the award for? What award? I don't see the award that you mean. If you're talking about this, all those awards, those are my bowling stuff. I'll show you that in a sec. But yeah, I have some trucks up here. There's a truck. There's a homemade built ladder truck that took me, over 3 hours to build. So these are my bowling stuff. Yep, I'm a bowler. Let's see here. I got a bowling ball on my chain. I would go down to show you my ball, but it's too cold down there. I don't want to do that. We have in Beverly. Beverly. We have the, I don't know, what is it called? Maybe it would help if I have it upside right. Oh, it's the Barney Spade Award, which is, if you're being, a courteous and very respected person in the league. So I was really... Was that money by the firefighter? Actually, well, yes, this is money, but not technically. This dollar is actually a dollar, of the, 9/11, this is actually a dollar representing 9/11. I don't know why I have 2002 there, but it has the number of police, fire, EMS that died on 9/11. And I plan on doing a complete redo of this collection at some point soon. So, we have the Noisy 40 Nano 3 9219. I want to get another alarm, but I just don't have the time. Yeah, these aren't very common. If I'm lucky enough, I want to put this in a case somewhere. I have more patches and stuff in that in here. So yeah, I've been doing this collection since early 2015 when my father got rid of all his fire stuff. He still has a few of it, but he doesn't have very much. And if he just does have a few of it, actually, I wore this on graduation. It's a fire department pin that he wore on his I don't know what you call it, but anyway, I wore that to graduation, but well, I couldn't really because the back of it kept popping off here. So yeah. Heck yeah, I can open the truck up. And there is no money in here, it's just all law enforcement stuff. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff here. I had 2 state police patches, until I gave one of them to my resource officer at the high school because he didn't have one. I was helping him redo his office because I can't believe it's almost been a year since it happened. Our school was damaged by a flood, and he didn't have a state police patch, so I gave him one of mine. We have these 1000 Island. I'll just pull all these out so you can look at them. Yeah, these are a heck of a lot of patches. I'm not going to unveil this one because there's a name there. I don't want to unveil that name. Yeah, there's a ton of patches. I have patches from all over the place. I would like to get Lower McCungy's patches, but I just don't see a need for them at the moment. Yeah, I have a ton of patches. A ton of them. And that's just in here, these are photos and stuff like that. But here are all my patches that I have. You know what? I should start a patch collection. I really should. Although they're not patches, but I'll show you. I do also collect bumper plates, too. I'll fix that up later. There is a bumper plate right here. I don't know. I'm not sure if you can see that. Is it here? Is it here? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. This is a little pen that I have from the fire department. It lights up. There's a Westernville plate here. Here is the Aaron Fox. Here's the Mac. And here is 3031. Here Tower 3031. And here's what our firehouse looks like. The one that I go to, that's what it looks like. Your room is awesome. Yeah, I can show you the bumper place again. Now, just to let you know, all of this is metal. Either that is steel. I think it's like hard metal. I'm trying to be quiet. Here's Westcoatsville, and here's 3031. If I do for whatever reason get 3031 in my possession, in my life, whatever, I'm not sure if I'll put this back on the truck or whatever. I might, maybe not. I prefer not, because once it's off the truck, I considered it crap. Keep it quiet, keep it quiet, keep it quiet. Because once it's off the truck, I consider it, historic. Hold on a minute. There, I'm trying to be quiet. Yeah, they're hard metal. I got this noisemaker. That's the loudest thing in my room. This is the most loudest thing I own in my room. And I plan on getting more. I'll show you a little more around here. Here is me high school stuff. This is the graduation program. Here's my this is my senior yearbook. My junior yearbook. And here's the class that I graduated with. I am right there. Here's my diploma. I don't actually have a diploma because, look, I don't have a diploma, but here's my diploma case. I don't get my diploma until I graduate college, which lasts in 4 years. Here's the lei that I wore on graduation. Hello. Okay, what else? This is a cool radio. Actually, I'm not sure if you have watched them or not. When I test my 9219 quote-unquote speaker strobe, I'll show you how I do it. I take the speaker out of here. I remove the horn. And I hook my phone up to the auxiliary cord here to make it play the evacuation or the code. But what I'm soon maybe going to do is maybe get a new speaker, or maybe a speaker strobe instead of a horn, another speaker. I could just get another speaker strobe, but I tell you what, wiring one up is not easy. I knew how to wire this up, but because I just didn't have the time to wire it up, and I don't have the resources, somebody wired it up for me, which I don't mind, like I said before, but I could have done it. Here's the panel. It's not on right now. I never keep this on, never, because if I do, the back box would overheat, and I don't want a fire starting. The fire alarm is on fire, ring-a-ding-a-ding. This stuff is from my aunt that passed away a few weeks ago. Well, go to the front door now. Give me a good reason. give me a good reason to go to the front door. Here's where I use the bike ride at the Valley Preferred Cycling Center. And I think... No, it's not in this... It's not here. It's not in this gallery. Those are the 3 medals I won. Here is the portrait that I have. Now, this is the year that I was in the big wreck. I was in a big wreck that year. Because that's where I am. Well, well. I'll come check out the front door tomorrow, okay? Hurry. I'm debating on it. How did that wreck happen? And hold on, just to clear this out, this is not a real bicycle tire. This is meant for putting photos on to hang up your photos. Alright, I'll tell you how the wreck happened. When I was practicing, it's called a scrimmage. A scrimmage is like different kind of races all in one race. So, just joking. But anyway, a scrimmage is a race that would be like a different kind of race all in one race. And here we were beginning a new race. It was called an unknown lap race, which means, you know, basically, as I said, unknown. So you don't know how many laps there were. As I was going off turn 3 going on to turn 4, somebody cut in front of me, and I ran him over, and I don't know how I managed to stay upright, but I don't remember how exactly happened, if I smacked into someone or they smacked into me, and, like, I hit the guy smacked me, I fell over, slid down the asphalt, slid onto the pavement, and it was a horrible wreck. It was a horrible wreck. I was lucky enough that I did not get any broken bones from that. It was a very, very horrible wreck. My bike, I didn't have a bike anymore. It was, that bike is trash, if I remember. But then, actually, fun fact, my coach is the son of Marty Nilstein. That's a true thing. That's a true fact. Anyway, when I went to go get bandaged up, when I went to go get bandaged up, they said to me, as a precaution, we're not letting you race for the remainder of the night. And I said, I don't care. I'm going out to race with my teammates. So, even with the bandages flapping in the wind, I was still riding my bike, a new bike. But even though I did horrible for the rest of the night. I used to do Boy Scouts, which I don't anymore, honestly. Well, how are you doing today? Are you still here, by the way? Well. I am awesome. You don't need to say that. Actually, there is a... Let me see if I can get it pulled up. Maybe. I'm not sure. Give me just a second. Don't mind the screen there. If I don't see you in the chat, I'll let you know. Okay, I'm gonna go on to my dad's YouTube channel, which he doesn't upload anymore. But I'm gonna see if I can find a clip of myself riding my bike at the velodrome. So is that really still on his channel? Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Alright, I'm gonna post the video in the chat if you want to go see it right now. It is a race when I was at, the velodrome. So here is the links. Oh my god. Oh my god. Your parents passed away in the Vegas massacre. Oh my god. I am so sorry. I don't know why that's not showing up on my end. But yeah, that link in the chat, that is one of the races that I went to at the Valley Preferred Cycling Center, which is actually literally right next to the Trucktown STH10. So yeah. What the heck do I have on here? Oh. Duh. And speaking of stream, what do you think? Call it a night? Yeah, honestly, your life has never slowed down. I'm a survivor. Well, tell you what. Now, I want you to listen. What the heck is that? What is that? That's the first time I've seen that. Oh my god. Anyway. Before that interrupted, you're a survivor. Look up to yourself. Be brave. Have the courage. You can do anything. Okay? Listen, if you need someone, I'm here to talk to you, okay? I have no clue what that scene is. And it hurts, too. I'm not sure what it is. Alright, guys, I'll see you later. I'm not sure when my next stream will be. Probably within the next day or so. I do have some videos, popping up now. Gonna be popping up within the next few weeks, few days. I said earlier this month that I would be posting videos of Knobles, which I never did. But, anyway, I will get to that in a little bit. But for that, guys, thank you all for watching. And remember that you can do anything as long as long as you can, you can do anything as long as you can put your mind to it. Alright guys, I'll see you later.